What if I tell you what does the business worth today? Well, the business is worth today based on how much cash it produces over the period of future years. So it matters a lot on how much cash you produce. It doesn't matter how much profit you make, how many assets that you have, because cash is king. You can be making $1 million, but you don't have cash in your bank accounts, then your business is worthless. So using that assumption, in this video, we will discuss about DCF method for business valuation. In this method, you would know that how to calculate the discounted cash flow method, what is a terminal value, what is equity value, what is enterprise value. So these three are the main things that you should know in calculating the discounted cash flow method for a company. Before moving forward, I want you to tell you first two things. That right on screen, you can see that we have to calculate a DCF valuation method using two methods. The first is Gordon growth method and the other is exit multiple method. Why do we have these two methods to calculate the DCF valuation? The first method is using growth percentage over the period of indefinite period of time. We are expecting a business to be continued in the future for an indefinite period of time. So we are expecting a percentage of growth that will incur. Using that percentage, we are then calculating our terminal value using a Gordon growth method. But this is totally different when we calculate the exact terminal value using an exact multiple method. So we will discuss these both in this video. So let's first start with our assumptions. So our assumptions include WACC. So this is the discount rate that we will use to actualize our free cash flows. Free cash flow, what is it? It is using your EBITDA, which is earning before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, and adding back certain things, which is depreciation and deducting capex and change in net working capital. So we are just getting all the information from the income statement and adjusting these three things, and then we will get unlevered free cash flows, which is calculating how much cash flow is in your company, which is not bound to anything, which is free. So then we are using a discount factor, which is obviously our weighted average cost of capital, to calculate how much value that we need from it. So after calculating the free cash flow, we then use a discount factor which is used by calculating WACC, which is our discount rate. We will just double click on this and you will see we are using our discount rate 10% to calculate the WACC from here. And then we will get the present value of free cash flows. What does it mean? Present value means that your money is going to be worth much less in the future than what it is worth now. So we are finding the actual value of the future money in the present terms to calculate what your business worth right now. So if we take the sum of all the present value, this will called sum of present value, which is this. So in both Gordon growth method and in DCF exit multiple method calculates it in a similar way. So we got present value, sum of present value, right up here. You can also call it a net present value, which is calculating the sum of each and everything. And the next thing is different in both of the methods, the calculation of the terminal value. In our Gordon growth method, we are expecting that our terminal value would have been calculated by using a percentage of growth rate on free cash flow for an indefinite period of time, which is 2.5%, and we are using a discount rate to calculate that. So this is the formula which we are using specifically right here, and we are calculating based on that. And if we go down in the exit multiple method, we are just using our EBITDA multiple, which is based on our industry average. You can get your industry and find out the average EBITDA multiple on that industry. You can calculate your exit terminal value using that. So we are just using 10x, right? In this case, you can change the assumption as you like and then multiply it with our EBITDA for the last year, which is year fifth. We are getting this value. So we can now calculate the present value of this exit terminal value. We are doing this only in the exit multiple method. So we are not doing this in the Gordon growth method because we are actually calculating it before. So to get the enterprise value, we just need to add up the terminal value for the present value along with your total sum of all present values for both methods. So you can see we are getting much more enterprise value in the exit multiple method than Gordon growth method. and we just need to deduct our debt from it to get our equity value. So right now our net debt is in negative. What does it mean? It means that our cash is much more than our debt which we currently have. Then it's a positive thing. So instead of deducting it from the enterprise value, we are adding it right in both of them. So we are getting an equity value at the exit multiple method, and above we are getting it at Gordon growth method. So before moving forward, I wanted to you to explain what is equity value and enterprise value. Equity value means that how much money is worth by the investor that put money into the business, in simple words. And enterprise value is how much the actual business worth. So we are getting these two values, which is very, very important. So if we scroll down, we then get what is our enterprise value based on calculating the average for both methods and what is our equity value based on both methods. I hope you understand how I actually built this DCF model. And if you need any help regarding this, you can just write an email to me, which is available down in the description. Thank you for watching this video.